LoveLine.
LoveLine is meant for an adult audience. LoveLine may contain sexually oriented content. Listener discretion is advised. This is LoveLine. LoveLine. With Adam Carolla and Dr. Drew.
Hey, everybody, it's LoveLine. I'm Adam. That's Dr. Drew. Phone number 1-800-LOVE-191. How horrible is that new opening? I feel sorry for the poor guy putting it together. Has to hear me say that every night. But how Max Headroom 1988 is that?
You're just not hip. You're not cool.
Is that?
Yeah,
is that what it is?
Yeah,
it's back. Has everything passed me by and then come around and bit me in the ass? Mm-hmm. Really? Or does it just sound like everyone's got to do bad radio?
It's hard to tell.
Okay. All right. Ron Livingston is here tonight. Dear friend of the show. Little Black Book, name of the new movie. Ron is one of these guys that's just, and I see where how the appeal works as far as the movie career goes. You want to like him. You'd like to like him.
Oh.
There's something sort of inviting about him.
Thanks, Adam.
Yeah. No, I don't know if you get that a lot.
Yeah, well, it's affected, but it works.
Well, it's a kind of an interesting thing because we've talked about this a lot, which is people are sort of like dogs in that when one's coming at you, you pretty much, I don't know how you know.
You suss it out
It's
really
the
fast.
animal part of you that really tunes into, is this thing coming to play or is it coming to maul? And you know, you just know. And it's like if someone says, how do you know? I don't know. You just know.
Yeah.
Ron's coming to play.
I'm here to play.
That is, or at least once in a while a dog will fool you, and if he does, so be it.
Right.
But Ron has that. There's just something, seems at ease in his own skin, like to hang out with him.
And he keeps coming back, which we like.
Yeah, keeps coming
No,
back.
it's good.
More punishment. Yeah. Ron, of course, you know.
I'm not here to bite anybody.
You fell in love with on Swingers, and then Swingers is nice because it's the good movie that wouldn't go away. And I don't mean that in a bad way, but I mean it's now been what, to 10 years, at 11 years, is it 9 years? What is it since Swingers?
A lot of years. 8, I think. 7, 9.
Only
7?
7?
Since it came out, yeah.
What's that?
I would have said 8 or 10.
I think we shot at 9. 9 ago.
Shot it 9 years ago, and and did it? I know there was buzz and everything when it came out, but was it bigger 4 years later, or you know what I'm saying?
It picked up a little bit. I think the big buzz about it was that Miramax bought it for $5 million, and it was made for about $250,000.
Right.
So it was like it was right in the thick of that independent film thing back when people were making independent films.
Right.
You know, it wasn't like studios making $7 million independent films.
Drew has a negative and visceral reaction to Jon Favreau, by the way. I don't know if you guys have sorted that out. But
we worked it out.
How did that happen?
I don't know what happened, but Jon Favreau came on the TV show, and every once in a while I see the hair on Drew's neck, which he doesn't have. He doesn't have a neck or hair, actually.
But you saw the goose flesh.
The proverbial hair on the neck stand up and the goose flesh, and that only happened with Issei Morales when he was explaining to you about how AIDS was cooked up by the mainstream media.
Right.
And how HIV doesn't turn into AIDS.
Wow.
Oh, by the way, where's the apology, kids?
I want that apology. I want that from Spin Magazine. I want an apology.
We'll get into
Pumping out
Favreau in a
that
second.
crap.
But listen, here's the deal, all you blowhard actors who have retarded opinions based on
Fantasy.
BJ you got from an underage chick the night before and a little too much Crevassier before you hit the stage. Fine. Go ahead. Spout them out. But then when you're wrong 5 years later, a little press conference. Sorry, fellas.
I had that all
I was
wrong.
wrong. I was drunk. I was cocky. I was wrong. Because and by the way, or here's the thing: the next time you get one of your ego-driven celebrity jags that has no basis in reality, shut up, because now you owe us one. Yeah. Remember we listened to you when you're talking about AIDS and HIV and wasn't connected with that. Now shut up. I know you got some ideas about the Sandinistas. Shut up. I know I got some ideas about a little dating myself, the Sandinistas there. I know you got some ideas about the Middle East.
84.
Shut up. We listened to you about, we're very respectful during the whole HIV thing. Now shut up. Now wait till one comes around
Bob
and then you can do
Guccione
another
Jr.
one.
in here spouting
Bob
that crap. Remember that? That
What a shock.
Well, you know.
What a shock that the son of Bob Guccione, a man of science. A man with
Anyway.
8 medallions
But
and
the-
affected British accent wouldn't know anything about the science of disease.
Favreau started going down
I'm
that
sorry.
path too,
Yes.
encouraging a guy that was very sick not to take his medicines and don't let anybody tell
Drew
you.
got mad.
And I was like, this guy's gonna kill somebody.
John's married to a doctor.
Oh,
Yeah.
is he now or was he
No,
then?
he is. He is.
That wasn't then. That was like 8 years ago or something.
Oh,
6 years.
okay.
This is way before Swingers.
Yeah.
Favreau was actually a grip on the show. We didn't have a guest, and our producers insisted we have a guest on each show, so we grabbed
was
the
Grips,
tech
yeah.
out from the
I
audience.
see. So it was the doctor in you that it was a science.
Well, it's the same thing Eastside Morales. When people espouse things that are dangerous or flat out nonsense, I just
Well, people ask us the wrong things all the time. I'm
They
on
do.
the red carpet and they're asking me about politics or.
I
physics.
admire
Middle East,
every
yeah.
actor that goes, I'm an actor. I
yeah.
don't you shouldn't be asking.
Right.
Here's my opinion, but
Yeah.
I certainly have not studied government and political philosophy. And
yeah,
it's fantastic.
Everyone's got an opinion, Drew.
but when they give medical opinions, what is that?
All right, settle down. Settle down.
What is that?
I'm a carpenter, and when
We
they
got- what's
talk
her name
about home
getting-
improvement, I don't freak out.
When they're gonna tell you how to do it, though.
All right, I get angry.
Yeah.
Who's telling me what to do?
That's right.
I'll kill him.
What's
All
her name gets cupping now? She's having a curanderos.
Who's cupping?
What's-
What's cupping, Drew?
It's where they take a hot glass
And
and
put it on
give
you?
you a
Yeah,
blister.
yeah.
To take the evil humors
Well,
out.
well, you got all those toxins. built up.
Toxins got to suck out with the vacuum created by the.
I got some
glass.
toxins for you to suck out, baby. Now get busy whilst I watch Sports Center.
My consistent message about all that sort of
Yes.
monkey business
Go.
is, well, it's this. It's if those things were so great,
Yes.
why did we need to develop Western medicine? We shouldn't
Well,
have done
it's
it. Let's
evil.
leave it behind. Leave it
Western-
all behind.
Placebo effect,
Forget
though.
antibiotics. Forget therapeutic
Yes.
interventions. Forget angioplasties. Let's leave it all behind and you just go take the herbs.
But
That's
there's
fine.
there's a placebo effect.
That's
I'm just
right.
saying.
That's right.
It's
and
fine
you
to
run
use
out of
with.
things to believe in. You know what I mean?
That's
Yeah.
what I'm talking
Yeah.
about.
Yeah. So look, let's all just get an enema and a seaweed wrap and check our biorhythm chart, see if we're having a critical day as we move forward here. Yeah, look, here's the thing. Let me explain something, Drew. This is what. Okay, I'm an
a lot
atheist.
of this stuff, by the way,
I'm an
settled
atheist.
down after the war broke out.
Hey, it does settle everyone's
Yeah.
hash with all the
Yeah.
all the pie in the sky hippie stuff. But let me just explain something. You got your sort of right winger types over here. They have Jesus Christ. That helps them sleep at night. There's a guy up there. He's looking down. Well, I'm one of his kids. I'm going to reside in his mansion. Fine. Then you got your left wing types. Your left wing types got. Well, I got my enema. I got my little yarn bracelet, my little Madonna bracelet around my thing. I'm into the Kabbalah. I practice yoga and tantric sex. You know, that's their. I'm an atheist.
That's their religious right.
This is the way I can control things and not freak out. Because the idea of being a human being and realizing, hey, you turn on the news every night and see people just randomly snuffed out around the world. Good people, by the way, not all bad. It seems like the lion's share of them are good. Maybe my day's tomorrow. That's a lot to deal with, and that's why I got to rub my yarn.
First of all, use the old intellect and study things a little bit.
You'll
Do something
freak out.
systematic, something
People will
systematic.
freak out. So look,
Build relationships.
the
with
right
what-
wing's got Jesus, the left wing's got an enema, and the Jews, they just hang back until.
Robert Mapplethorpe has both.
Speaking of
That's
enema
right.
and Jesus, I saw the greatest South
Drew,
Park.
that's a joke there, buddy. Little Mapplethorpe joke. He's
Both
got
enema
both.
and
He's got the enema and Jesus. That's right.
Greatest
Halfway
South
back
Park.
to the Sandinistas.
All right.
Greatest South Park with about the Mormons.
All right, Drew. Come
Very
on.
funny.
Let's move forward. We got to move forward.
Dum 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 dum.
We
dum.
gotta
Exactly.
move
Smart,
forward.
smart.
Little Black Book, name of the new movie Ron is starring in, by the way, which I saw when I was in. Well, I started seeing ads in New York about 2 weeks ago when I was there, and every single corner is
the
first off.
buses, too.
Is Brittany Murphy? Is she nutty? And I don't mean that in a bad way. That's not going to be
Oh, sure.
but
Happy
in a
nutty.
happy, nutty, eccentric kind of way.
I-
Not dark.
You know, I found her to be fine. I found her to be really cool. You know, first of all,
Enemas or Jesus?
It's an artificial environment.
Which is it?
too.
I'm going enemas.
she wasn't. No, I think if anything, maybe Jesus, but
Wow.
but probably on the quiet side about it.
Wow.
First of all, you know, she's making what's she making now? She's making like $4 million or $5 million a picture, something
I
like
know.
that.
You know, you get so caught up in the Julia Roberts at the $20 million a
Yeah.
pop or whatever.
Well, $4 million is a lot of money.
You
That's
forget
more than they're paying me.
You forget about the $4 million and the chick's
Yeah.
23.
Right, exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
That's
on her 10th
exactly.
film.
That's the
what I
that's
mean?
the whole
Yeah.
the whole thing too. Yes. Oh, Julia Roberts is knocking on 40 and has been around this business for a while. When you hear about some of these people, you think about chicks like, she's 21, she's 22, she's 25, she's 4 million or 6 million.
Yeah, so I
That's
mean,
pretty good
if she were
change.
crazy, I think she'd have every right to be.
Yeah.
That said, I found her to be great. Some of them are nuts.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
The
some of
actresses.
them are just nuts.
Talk.
Yeah.
See, I give you names, I get in trouble. But I will say that I
Adam,
didn't find her to be
when the
nuts
mics
at
are
all.
off, we'll talk about it here.
No, I
You
I
just
got
look at
some
go through my
ideas.
resume, you'll figure it out.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know?
I can.
I think we had this conversation
we,
last
We
time.
can
Did
go.
Yeah.
We can. I'll tell you who's nutty. What's her name from Swing? Heather Graham. Not sweet nutty.
Oh, I
Nutty
liked her.
sweet.
I think you know what? We did the show. Did we
Sweet
do the
Nutty?
show together?
Were you in here with her that one
we
time?
did the show together.
He was the one in here that.
And I think I kind of half-assed hit on her on the way home.
Wait. This was a famous night when Adam.
No, Heather was in Alone the night I made fun of
No,
her
no.
with Boogie Nights.
No, I swear.
no, I
no,
was
no,
there
no.
for that.
You were there for the Boogie Nights night?
Yeah, I think I was. Yeah.
Funny. It's like a picture where you put your thumb over the guy. It's like Ron
I know.
was the dude
Thanks
under
a
my
lot,
thumb.
man. Yeah.
Yeah, you weren't maybe.
Tell the story. Tell the story.
Well, it's not like I whited your eyes out with an eraser.
No, it's all right. It's all right.
just weren't
Heather's in
there.
the room. You're not looking at me.
That's a good.
I
point.
wasn't looking at me either.
I'm not gonna remember tonight.
I
by the
couldn't.
way.
Yeah, no,
I,
forget
No
about it.
guest.
Yeah,
There was no guest.
Here's my thing. I kept thinking. I know there's somebody else there. I can't remember who it was.
Oh, really? Well,
Yeah.
this is good. So,
So tell a story.
all right, Heather Graham.
Yeah.
Is in here. I guess with
Do you
Ron.
remember what you were promoting?
Yeah, what were you promoting?
Swingers.
No.
No. It was before that. It was a long time
No,
ago.
it wasn't
Couldn't have
before
been before
Swingers.
Was-
Hold on a second, Drew. Now, see, I'm supposed to listen to you now, but then you come around.
When did
with
Boogie Night come out?
Boogie Nights
Boogie Nights.
came out a couple years after Swingers. Huh?
Yeah. How do you figure that?
Yeah. Look it up.
uh-oh.
Anderson.
Question.
Anderson. Get those
Good
numbers
question.
for us.
No, Swingers came out and then Boogie Nights came out. No? Yeah.
No. Boogie Nights was after, but I think maybe
Not long after. that.
Maybe we just happened to be.
96
Which is which?
and 97.
Which is
Boogie
which?
Nights is definitely after. It's definitely
yeah.
after.
Boogie Nights is 97.
But I think we did it together. I don't know.
All
why
right,
we
maybe
did it
you
together.
came on here
There was
for.
something. You said there was some bathtub scene or something you kept talking about. Do you remember this?
All right,
Anyway.
Anderson will figure it out. But
All right.
maybe.
96 is
Yeah.
96 is Swingers, 97 is Boogie Nights. But
Right.
Swingers was around for about a year.
Yeah, that's
big.
the thing. That's the thing too. They could have came over for sort of second promotion or
Maybe the video release.
I
or
would have
something?
said this.
DVD,
I
something
would have
like
said
that.
this happened
DVD,
like in early, like almost 95. This whole tell the conversation.
All
Tell
right,
us
Drew,
about it.
All right.
please quiet down, would you?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Now, Heather was here with what's his nose,
With somebody.
and some dude. Think he was gay. Anyway. We were talking about other projects as we'll do later on tonight. I'll say, so what else has Ron got on the docket? What can we expect coming
Right.
down the pike? And Heather said, well, I worked on a little movie called Boogie Nights. And I said, Drew, what?
This is when the mics were off. You kind of leaned
No,
back. and
this is
went,
while the mics are on.
all right.
All right. Drew, please stop remembering stuff
that's
that didn't happen or remember me with like huge genitalia and her not being able to stay away from me. Mic's off. Did this on the air. She said,
Here we go.
Someone has just produced a picture, by the way.
Of Ron and me and Heather and Adam.
Yeah,
And what's it say on the back?
I look stoned. It says
Swingers.
Heather Graham and what's his name?
Swingers. There you go.
Wow.
Thanks, Ann.
Yeah,
All right,
I
Drew,
remember
was
this
I
'cause-
stoned
yeah.
or what? What's
I
this
remember that.
picture?
Well, whatever it is, your memory is clearly impaired because you were in an altered state there.
Yeah, look at that. Look at the crazed look on my face. All right, so anyway, I had a lot of brow back then. Yeah, still
Yeah.
got it.
Yeah.
All right, now, Drew, would you shut up and stop trying to take the wind out of my story sail here? On the air, I'm just going to turn the mic away from you in its natural position, away from wherever you are. On the air, I said, what else you got going, Heather? She said, I got a little something called Boogie Nights. And I thought, well, now when you hear the title Boogie Nights and
Yeah.
you've never heard, you don't know what Boogie Nights is, it's kind of like, okay. And, well, what about it? Well, I play roller girl. I'm on roller skates. I'm an ex-porn star. Burt Reynolds is in it. Burt Reynolds was fresh
Yeah.
off of like Cop and a Half and a Mako Body Shop commercial. Like Burt Reynolds, you mean the guy Really, the guy's become a joke now. The
Dom
guy's
DeLuise in the film too.
dyeing his eyebrows.
Right.
That Burt Reynolds, like crazy Burt Reynolds, or yeah, and
Smacking
hadn't
Dom
made a
DeLuise.
good movie since Gator. Like, aren't all his movies outtakes now? By the way, with Dom DeLuise laughing, and so Burt Reynolds, and here's the other one, Marky Mark. You mean Mark Wahlberg? Yeah, Marky from the Funky Bunch, the guy from the Underpants commercial, the Underpants model. Yeah, him. All right. So let me get this straight. Called Boogie Nights. You got the roller skates. It's with dried up Burt Reynolds and the guy from the Underpants. This is gonna be great.
It's about the porn industry in the 70s. You're like, what?
I remember. I got to talk to your agent. I've got to speak to the guy. He's driving your career right in the ground. You're coming off of Swingers. That's a substantial piece of work there. And then boom, right with Burt Reynolds and Marky Mark
Laughing at him.
laughing.
Yeah, where's that gonna go?
Oh man, and it was easily my favorite film of the year. Really enjoyed the hell out of that thing 5 months later when
Great
it came
movie.
out. It takes a big man to admit when he's wrong, Drew, and I'm that man. A huge mammoth.
I remember you carrying on
Man.
quite a bit about it, going, "Oh my God, who is your? You have to get new representation. This is you're a nice looking young girl. You're good at. What are
ruin
you
your career."
doing? You were roller skates the entire porn industry in the
Oh,
Burt
yeah.
Reynolds and Marky Mark. Please, what are you talking about?
Yeah, and that was
You couldn't get over it.
not so long ago, by the way. We're dating ourselves, but Mark Wahlberg was Marky Mark, and was considered the Underpants guy is going to try to do a movie. You sure it's not a music video we're talking about? Yeah,
Not
All
that
right.
long ago.
All right. Well, we should all ruin our careers that way. Movies out Friday.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Just want to get that in. Liz,
Yes.
23.
Yep.
What's up?
I'm kind of starting to get into a serious relationship with a guy, but I was wondering if it was too soon after my divorce, which was in April.
How long were you married for?
2 years.
So you were 23, married at 21. Why'd you get married so early, so young?
Because I thought I was in love with the guy. We were in a relationship for 5 years prior to
She's
that.
calling from Minnesota.
All right, and why did it break up? Sorry.
Places that are really cold or really hot, you can just go ahead and lop 8 years off the average marriage. Like there's ice fishing, or people are just spraying themselves with hoses on their front yard and their
Plus it's-
underpants. You can
It's
just get
winter.
married
It's like
early.
a heat thing.
And why'd you break up?
Yeah, you gotta have a partner. You know,
I
throw a
broke
dog
up
in your
with-
bed.
I filed for divorce because he was rather abusive.
Physically abusive?
Yeah.
Mhm.
All right, so here you are jumping from one to the next. You've been in a
Well.
relationship since you were 16. Why don't you give yourself a little break here? It's all right to date. It's all right even to have a relationship, to be dating somebody, but don't 4 months out of a marriage that you've had, the relationship you had since you were 16. You need a little bit of
Yeah.
Liz time, a little time to grow up a bit.
Well, where'd you meet this new guy?
Work?
All right. Are you in love with him?
I don't know.
Oh, that's a yes if I've ever heard one. The 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, and then the I don't. Yeah,
Take it
that's
easy.
a resounding
Relax.
yes.
Date a bunch of guys.
I know love when I hear it.
Be alone for a little while. See what comes up.
Is
in
this
terms
is this a guy you'd been working with while you were married?
Yes.
of
Oh,
bullpen?
Bullpen.
Yeah,
Yeah, chicks do that. They start lining guys up.
they do.
They got their next. What they do is, yeah, they got their next meal. Well, guys are so oblivious. We don't do that. If there's someone hot at work, we'd like to hump them, but we don't
Don't
start
line it up.
lining them up.
No.
Yeah, this is like the lease is coming up on the current ride they're in. Just going to keep my eye in the paper here and see what's coming up in the next few months. This is what Liz does. I don't even think they know it. It's just
I think they would if they stopped and thought for 1 second. They know it.
Liz, the guy.
I mean, this guy is so different. I mean, he treats me like I'm on this pedestal and I can't fall off.
Oh,
Well, that's gonna drive you crazy.
Yeah.
And by the way, it's the same guy that'll become abusive later.
No, it won't.
Could
you'll,
be.
You'll just dump him later when he
Or
doesn't
that.
become abusive.
Or it's that, yeah. So you're really going from one extreme to the next.
It's going to drive you nuts if he treats you too good for too long. Yeah?
Well,
Yeah?
I always heard 2 years in, 2 years out, 5 years in, 5 years out. Is there any truth
It's
to
a
that?
little tough. What are you married 20 years? What do you do? I think 6 months minimum, and I think in her case, since she's never had any time in her life where she's been alone, time to become an adult.
All right. Very good, Drew.
Thank you.
Time to become an adult.
Thank you.
That's right. All right, let's break it down. Let's break it down. Gentlemen, grab a knee. I use that term loosely. One day I'm just going to do a whole thing on the Pop Warner football coach who has that captive audience. You know, it's so easy to get a 9-year-old to laugh, by the way. All you got to do is you call them ladies once every 2 weeks. Big laughs. You start throwing around these. You start doing the. Now look, when you assume you make an ass out of, see, the thing is, when you're 9, you never heard of anything, so it's all brilliant, and whoever says it, well, that's the man. I mean, that came out of his mouth. That's Will Rogers himself up there in a windbreaker. That's right. Drew, what are you looking at?
I'm trying to figure out if that's a hat that you still wear, which I believe it is.
No,
and
I don't.
secondly, you're groping Heather Graham here.
Well,
that's what that funky face is about.
Is that what that is?
Is it really?
Oh yeah.
Bastard.
It's not a. Now see, it's not a hat that I still. Drew looks like he's from Duran Duran. By the way, what's up with the hair? Look at the crazy hair on Drew. Ron looks marginally younger, but about the same. And Heather's got that look that every prom date I've ever had. That when can I get out of here? Get me out of here! Look at that! Like there's a weight on my shoulder, and I feel a clutch. Holy Christ! Is that his arm?
That's pretty big smile you got on your face, too.
Yeah, I look
But
stoned.
it's more than a smile though. It's like, oh, watch out! Look what I got, Ma.
Very sad. Very telling and sad, Drew.
It really is.
Sad and telling, or telling and sad?
Telling and sad.
Okay, very good.
And she really has. There's a painting that looks like this. What the hell is it?
It's bad.
It's bad.
Whatever it is, we should have that.
American Gothic.
We should
the
get
farmer and the.
Yeah, it's a little bit of
It
that,
does look a
yeah.
little American Gothic.
Yeah, it's exactly.
She's
what
like
it
the
is.
girl that's standing there.
But she's looking
She
off
looks better than that,
stage
but-
left there. She's
yeah.
like, help.
She's looking to get out. All right, and it's like, radio guy's touching me. I'm gonna have to go home and take one of those rape baths. Sitting there with the music and the loofah, the can't get clean, and then breaking down and crying in the middle of it. All right. Ron Livingston is here tonight. Little Black Book, name of the movie, coming out. Brittany Murphy's also starring in that with Holly Hunter and Kathy Bates. Coming out this Friday. We'll take a quick break. Let's take a really bad picture with Ron right now, get it out of the way.
Good.
And we'll be right back after this.
If you need help,
Call LoveLine, 1-800-LOVE-191.
Moving to Cryers Place.
2, 1, go.
Hey, everybody. LoveLine. I'm Adam. That's Dr. Drew. Phone number, 1-800-LOVE-191. Ron Livingston is here tonight. One of the more likable guys you'll meet in this business, although we could not crack him and get any dirt on the crazy actresses during the commercial break.
They're out there, though. They know who they are.
I don't think they do, and that's part of the problem. All right, Drew, stop looking at the past. Drew's looking at an old picture
I'm
of
trying
us.
to remember that night. I can't, except for that one moment.
Yeah, really. And Drew, I don't wear that hat anymore because I wear my hats out.
What to say, Reds or something? Was that what it said? That's what
Reds.
you got on now. You got that now.
What hat do I have on now?
It says Reds.
Oh, okay. Well, here's the thing. You give me a hat, I wear it.
Yeah.
And then I sweat through it, and I got to throw them out. All right. Little Black Book, name of the movie, coming out this Friday. Brittany Murphy is in it, Kathy Bates, Holly Hunter. And let's get back to the phones and speak to, coincidentally, Holly, who's 18. Holly,
Hi.
what's happening?
Okay, I've been dating my boyfriend for about a year,
Mm-hmm.
and I really want to let him come in my mouth, but I can't.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's so disgusting, like I'm going to throw up.
Then you don't have to do
You
that.
get used to it, by the way.
You don't have to do that.
Well,
Even
But I
you,
want to, though,
why?
because he wants to.
I would train myself with rancid tartar sauce. That's how I got over it. I'd sleep with it in my mouth.
In a baked turkey baster.
No, it would
Is
come
there
out of a
like
guy's
anything
penis. It took a little doing.
Is
I
there
gotta be honest.
anything I can do?
We'd use what I call the Corolla front loader system. I probably said enough.
It's like cannon fodder.
Probably said enough.
Yeah.
Probably said enough. The point is you can get past it. Hey, Holly.
Yeah.
Are you talking about? We haven't talked about this in a long time, Drew. Let's get into this.
I was hoping you'd describe your preferences.
No. Well, that's. I think that goes without saying.
You're a
Drew.
world-class receiver, and even you.
Nobody receives oral like me. That's
right.
all. That's what I want to say to the ladies, Ron. A lot of guys brag about their prowess in the sack. Like, hey, man, I'll go all night, baby, and rock your world. A lot of guys talk about what they can do to a woman orally. I'm not. I know there are guys who are better than me in all these departments.
But
most of North America.
But nobody
receives. Nobody receives like the ace man. Nobody.
Really?
And Ron, I know you got that look. Don't
What?
even think about it. I know. You're an
right.
actor.
Okay.
You've been around. You've seen the casting couch. You spent some time in your trailer with some extras. I know, Ron, you're thinking, oh, no, I can receive. And Favreau's not no slouch either when it comes to the receiving department. Believe you me. But let me tell you something. Like, no one receives like the ace man.
What makes you so good?
A lot of it's touched by the hand of God. A lot of it is just God given. It's not me,
even
it's
you,
the man upstairs.
but even you, you don't have to have the whole swallowing thing.
No,
Yeah,
that's
tell
part of
Holly what she can.
That's part
do.
of what makes me a world class receiver of oral.
Well, but even the world class receptive system.
Yeah. And here's the thing about me: a lot of guys. Some guys are stronger in a, let's say, reclining position than I am. Other guys are stronger in a horizontal position. A lot of other guys are maybe marginally better standing up. Nobody covers the three bases like I do. No one covers the sofa BJ, the bed BJ, and the shower BJ like the ace man.
Okay.
Nobody.
Okay.
Do you hear me?
I hear you.
Okay.
I got a question for the caller. Is this an issue about swallowing or
Yes.
just
the swallowing?
No, because she said in the mouth though.
Yeah.
So is this
Even like
no
even
spitting?
If even that, like, if any comes in my mouth, it's just like I just start gagging like instantly.
Right.
So no way you could sort of dispose of it. Huh?
It's just, yeah.
How about a liner for the mouth, like a trash can?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, right. Are you serious?
I think I may have stumbled onto something.
I think he's onto something.
Get the GLAD people on the phone now. And I'm not talking about that band of gays. I'm talking about the people that make the trash bags. Okay. I like
Maybe
when
like
I pointed.
a lime, like with a tequila shot, you do the lime and salt first, and then.
I thought about, like, what if I eat something, or you know what I mean, like honey or something.
Well, I would go the opposite way. I'd eat some fecal matter, and then this would be a welcome relief. You know what I mean? It's a relative thing. You want another
chaser?
Want another bite off the brownie, baby, or do you want a little sweet nectar? Yeah. See, it's all relative, Drew.
I'm not
right,
sure
Holly.
there's any magical way to overcome this other than to say find something that works for both of you and don't be so focused on having to do this when it's something you can't tolerate.
Also, did I mention no one receives like the ace man?
Why don't you show, Ryan? I know that's what you're dying to be asked. You want him to there he goes. There it is.
Yeah.
That was just a glimpse. Just a glimpse.
That's it?
Just a taste.
That's it?
That was
Well, he can't expose you to too much. It's secret.
that was the Hickory Farm sampler. Just the guy out front. Would you like to just a little toothpick?
let's see.
It was a toothpick with
I'll
a
take
little
your word
yellow
for it, but-
cellophane on it of me receiving, but that wasn't the full kielbasa. All right, Ron, having a good time today. All right, so here's the thing. If you say to yourself, and I know this just sounds sort of Pollyanna-ish, but if you say to yourself, I gag every time I take a bite of this, or every time I see this, or every time you will do that.
For the record, if I were in Holly's position, I would gag every time too.
Me too.
Saying it or not. Okay?
I know, but yet most women, and God bless them, manage to overcome this hurdle.
Yeah, Drew, don't blow the deal here.
It's another mystery of the
please.
women for me.
They don't need an out. You know what I mean? They got enough excuses. Don't give them another one.
Take a call.
Okay. All right.
Danny is 17. Danny?
Hello.
Hey.
What's happening?
Hey, what's going on? It's actually Danny Boy Rosa Parks from Kansas City.
Oh.
The man who makes a left on red.
Yeah.
Yeah, I fought the ticket at him. I won.
Wait a minute.
How do you do that so fast?
Well, it's Kansas City.
Yeah.
It's Kansas City, baby.
Yeah. In L.A., you get a ticket. Your kids have to fight it.
I've been fighting since May.
No, I'm saying your kids are going to have to pick up the cause
That's
later
what
on.
I'm
You'll be
talking
gone.
about.
You'll be long gone.
And supposedly
just trying to clear your name is what it'll be about. Wait a minute. So Danny is now Danny. We met, right?
Yeah, we met at the Axe Body Spray Party. Thank you, Axe.
That's right. And in New York, and you gave me a nice ass kissing, as I recall.
Well, I do believe in kissing the ass of Corolla.
No, and listen, you want Corolla's ear, you start from the ass and then work your way to the ear, because I was all ears with Danny. You're great. I want you to know you're a genius. Hey, hi, buddy. How you doing? What you got going on? Later on, he got tired of me talking to him and left. But the point is, I remember talking to Danny, and okay, now here's the thing. Hold on a second, Danny. All right. I am. You live in Los Angeles, do you not, Ron? And I live in Los Angeles. It is. Oh, by the way, today set a new honking record for myself terms of I don't honk at the person in front of me. I will honk 3 or 4 cars ahead of me. Oftentimes, like, hey, and then the person turns around and they're like, "What do you want me to do? This guy won't turn right." It's like, honk at him, you puss. That's what I want you to do. Hey, you know what I'm doing to you? Yeah. See how it got your attention?
Pass it on.
Little uncomfortable? Honk one on to him. Hey, if you can skip one over this guy, I honk 8 cars forward today. Ooh. Poor chick was in a Miata. She just turned around and was like, "What the hell do you want me to do? There's 6 cars." I was like, "Give him the horn. Let's go. We're not turning. We can turn right here. Our lives are going by. Okay, I got stuff. We're getting with Danny. But here, all I'm saying is what is it in Los Angeles that we have so much time that we can just spend our entire lives sitting in our automobiles when the coast is clear, kind of thing? It's like it's legal to turn right on the red. There's no traffic coming. There's one puss up front who's out of it and doesn't know what's going on. And we're also, why can't we just? And by the way, is it rude for us to honk, or is it rude for him to hold up 8 people?
You know, I think our freeways have become so effed up that we're not taking them anymore, and we're all on the surface streets all the time. And so these things really add up. They really get.
But
to
are
us.
we that? Are people in L.A. that beaten down? Is it that downtrodden? Like, hey, we live in L.A.
No. One guy can hold up 9 or 10 guys,
and a lot of people from other countries and things here.
Okay, Drew, don't start playing the race card.
I'm just saying.
No, I know you're right, and there is oftentimes one guy holding up, yes,
where they don't know they can turn right on red. I keep thinking.
Okay, that's what I keep thinking, and then I keep thinking to myself, where is the educational campaign? Yeah. Where is, yes, there's somebody who is from Idaho who doesn't think it's right to turn right, or it's not legal. They grew up, they got 37 years behind the wheel in Idaho, and now they're out here for 2 years, and they haven't figured out that it's okay to turn right on a goddamn red, and we ain't helping by not honking. We're enabling. And everyone in L.A. is just sort of sitting back. Like, I think what it is we're not nice. We're just scared we're going to get shot.
Yeah.
But it's like, look, listen, the person that's not turning right on the red is bad, but maybe they know not what they do. Those of you who are behind them, who do no honking, you are aiding and abetting.
Or a gentle push out into the intersection.
Just a little shot. Yeah, just a tap.
By the way, I had that experience, and I kept thinking to myself, "Oh, here she goes. Okay, she's going." In the meantime, I should have been honking, but I kept thinking, she goes.
No.
Okay,
and here's my thing. I literally sit 9 cars back on the freeway off-ramp when there's no cars coming the other way and we're not turning red. The light's red, no one's turning, and we're in the right turn lane. And I'm thinking to myself, am I the only guy who's going out of my being here? Like, why aren't we moving? What's going on? I don't see any traffic. How come I'm on the horn? I give the toot, 8 cars back. It doesn't translate. The poor chick in the Miata's like an escaped mental patient is honking with it and do pick up the car like Fred Flintstone and carry it over. She's looking at me like, what? I'm doing this sort of retarded point thing that makes it's like talking to a dog about what he's done to your slipper. It's like he has no idea. And I realize it's nothing. Here's all I'm saying. How about a little campaign? How about the Shake Your Ass campaign? Let's go. Let's get it moving. Mox, now. Let's go. You can turn right on the red. Let's go. You're holding up the whole goddamn city. Let's move. And shouldn't this person get a ticket? Where's this person's ticket? Really? I get the ticket for coasting through the 4-way at 4 a.m. up at halfway up Beechwood. That's the ticket I get. No ticket for the guy who won't turn, is holding up the freeway off-ramp, is backed all the way up because this puss ain't turning right. No ticket there. Never got a ticket for that one. Doesn't exist. Why not? Why not the ticket to get us moving? Don't we want to get the town moving? Nobody interested in that. Cops are pussies. All the pussy politicians can talk about is safety. And by we're going to get this town moving, but we're going to do it safely. No such thing. Speed it up. Get people moving.
So,
crack the whip.
Wait, we want to talk to Danny
Oh,
about this
Danny,
ticket. So this
what
ticket,
about
how
it?
did he fight a ticket?
Oh, so anyway,
And then,
Ron.
well, maybe he may have brought your name up in court. That's what I want to hear.
Hold on. He wouldn't have done that.
I want to hear.
I said I've been begging people in Los Angeles to turn left through the red arrow when the light was green, because it's another thing. They're popping up all over the place, and we're just sitting there like tards waiting to be T-boned, just sitting at these red arrows at the intersection that the light is green. There's no cars coming.
Right.
Just turn. And that's what I do every day, and I've been encouraging people to do it. Poor Danny got 2 tickets.
2 tickets.
How did you get 2 tickets, by the way?
Well, Ace, man, I made the first one per your advice,
Thank
and I
you.
got it. And then I heard you talking about it a couple nights ago, and I thought, I'm just going to do it again. And lo and behold, a motorcycle cop was there yet again.
He also, by the way,
you got to look for the fuzz.
That was one of his big recommendations: is to look around.
I failed to follow through.
Oh, I look around like a linebacker dropping back into pass coverage. I mean,
So
my
how did you
head
get
is
off?
I'm like Ray Lewis in that car, head going all the way around.
How did you get out of it?
The guy didn't show up.
Oh, the cop didn't show up.
Cop didn't show.
Probably at a barbecue or something.
But I have another one, and I was wondering if Adam would represent me on that one.
I'll do it via speakerphone.
By speakerphone.
Yeah. No, I'm not going. We were out in Kansas City some years ago. Not a great experience for us, Drew. Remember that?
No, we were the first state in the country to ban gays from getting married today. But
Oh, really?
More importantly, oh yeah.
Missouri, yeah.
Oh, interesting. And
gay.
yeah,
we passed a law that there's actually no right on red in certain places now.
Oh,
Well, that's a
okay.
lot of
Well,
states.
listen, thanks, Danny, but I can't hang in KC now.
You never going back.
Never going back.
Remember our barbecue experience?
Drew and I we did a college in Kansas City.
University of Kansas.
Chick picked us up at the airport and said, "You fellas know how to get to the hotel?" I was like, yeah, hold on. Yeah, just go down the old mill. Go down the old mill road. Now there's a tree blocking it if memory serves. We'll just get out. We'll go on foot for a while. So, I've never been here. I don't even know. First off, I'm drunk. I've been flying for 6 hours. I don't even know where I am. Where are we? Who are you? How dare you?
We asked for some barbecue. That's one thing we wanted.
Drew. What wasn't wrong about that trip to KC?
Well, the event wasn't wrong.
Oh, it wasn't.
The event was good.
Okay. Ron Livingston is here tonight. We'll take a little break. Little Black Book, I should say. Name of the new movie out this Friday. And we'll be right back after this.
LoveLine will be right back. So get your problems ready.
Anderson.
Leave him alone.
I know.
Two, one, go.
Hey, everybody. It's LoveLine. I'm Adam. That's Dr. Drew. Phone number 1-800-LOVE-191. Ron Livingston is here tonight from Little Black Book. Out in theaters as we speak.
Friday.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. As we speak, if you put this on tape and listen to it in 2 days, it would be Friday. Yeah. Drew, you all right?
What's it rated? Okay.
R, I think.
R. Okay.
Oh, is it R?
PG-13? I don't know.
Maybe
Maybe
it's
it's
I take my
PG-13.
kids.
That's
Sure,
cool.
it's PG-13.
Seems
Okay,
PG-13,
I
but
was
it's
supposed to know that.
It's
but-
cool not to know.
Yeah.
I like that. It's like when I asked Tommy Lee what year his Ferrari was, and he was like, huh? What year is that
a Ferrari?
Testarossa? Oh, I couldn't tell you. Like, wow, that's rich. That's great. It's no idea what year it is. I don't know. It's just a grocery getter. Yeah, that's the old lady. All right, let's hop to the phones and speak to Jubilee.
Yeah?
You better be black.
No.
How do you get a name like Jubilee?
My parents are X-Men freaks.
X-Men?
Yeah.
Oh, there's a character in
Comic books?
X-Men named
Ooh.
Jubilee?
Yeah.
Oh.
So retarded.
You should be
And I'm
removed.
Jewish, too.
What?
Oh,
Something's wrong. Does not compute.
yeah.
What?
Well, the men part does, like Xberg or X-Men. These are Jewish names, Drew.
But
Laugh it up, buddy.
but comic strip.
It's too
Yeah,
good to
Jews
be
don't.
true,
Jew, yeah, it's too good to be true. But Jews aren't. They're a different kind of nerd. But they're not the comic book nerd. They're not the Trekkie nerd. That's the domain of the Gentile.
Oh, it's Jubilee.
Jubilee.
I get it now. Okay.
Look, I think I saw the first X-Men movie. I don't remember Jubilee.
Well, okay, first of all, there is more like out there than just the movies that called the comic books.
Yeah.
And in the cartoon.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
there's
and
X-Men the cartoon?
There's a superhero,
when I was,
superhero Jewish person.
What are-
Jubilee.
What are Jubilee's powers?
she like can shoot fireworks out of her wrists or something. I don't know.
I swear she was going to say ass. All right, she shoots fireworks out of her wrist. All right, so you're Jubilee. And what do you have a brother like Aquaman or the Silver Surfer or something like that? Do you have any other crazy names in the family?
Well, we have a lot of crazy names, but they're none like
Brothers
they're
Moishe.
none like that though.
All right.
No, they're
Brothers Jubilee, and that's Jeff. Named him after Pappy. All right, so now here's the whole thing too. I may be at risk at angering some of our listeners, but I've never read a comic book. Obviously, I've always decided.
You've never read anything. At least you didn't.
I've never read anything,
yeah.
but I've decided that this is super Nerdville here, and I might use this thing for like a belly rag, but that's about it. I can't understand those who get into it, those who trade it, those who argue over it, those who get a boner 2 years in advance when their favorite comic book is coming to the big screen. It just seems incredible to me. Yes,
Yeah,
Ron,
same way.
am I offending you?
I think I've seen. I wasn't really a comic book guy, but I've seen some that I like, and they're graphic novels now. They're calling them graphic novels.
Oh, really?
And some of them they look like storyboards.
The cover looks great.
I
and
think
then,
they're poor
then
man's
it's all
movies.
black and white.
You know what I mean? You need a couple $1 million to make a movie, but if you have a pen, you can do a comic book.
Yeah, and no girlfriend. Jubilee?
Well, like,
Go ahead, baby doll.
okay, first of all, like, I don't know, my parents just like grew up with that, and they just wanted us to grow up with that. Like, I love the Ninja Turtles now, and I'm 15, so I don't know.
All right, well that's fantastic. All right,
Okay.
so
Do you want my question?
sure, go ahead.
Okay, and you can't think I'm a total slut or a whore after I tell you, okay?
Too late, but go ahead.
Okay, well, I had this boyfriend, and he told me that I was like love his life, and I fell in with it, and then he screwed me and then dumped me.
Mm-hmm.
So he coerced you into having sex with him by telling you how much he loved you.
Yeah.
Okay.
You stinking whore. Then
Keep going.
This happens.
Keep going.
Right.
Yeah, guys will
Okay, and
say
then
whatever.
And then ever since then, I can't get an orgasm.
Were you actually able to have an orgasm on your first time with him?
Yeah.
Really?
No way.
No way. Well, she's a superhero. She has
that's
stuff
right.
shoot out of her. Hoo-ha. All right, so Jubilee, listen to me, sweetie pie. You're 15. Slow it down a little bit.
I know. I'm sorry.
All right,
How long
that's
ago
all
did
right.
you leave this guy, or did he leave you?
He left. He like totally dumped me afterwards.
How long ago?
Like about a year and a half, and I was
Ugh.
dating him for a really long time too. I thought I was dating him for like a year and a half.
So you were 14 when you had sex with him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ouch.
All right.
All right, just slow it down, relax. If you were able to orgasm at 14 with a male, that you are indeed a superhero.
Yes.
Indeed. And those powers will return.
Yeah, you'll be fine.
But just slow it down.
That's right.
It down.
All right. Oh, parents. Really? I would hate.
Fortunately, she's anonymous, Jubilee.
Yeah, no one.
No,
everyone knows there's so many of them at school.
Yeah.
You wouldn't know which one was calling in. Tabby? There's
Yeah.
a million Tabbies, too. You're 18?
Yeah.
Is your name Tabby?
Yes, I am.
All right. I like that,
Short
too.
for Tabitha.
What's up?
Sweet. What's up?
Well, I've known my boyfriend for about a year, and we've been dating officially for about 5 months, and he goes to school far away.
You're in Chicago. Where does he go to school?
University of Puget Sound.
Mm-hmm. All right. And so what do you want to know?
Well,
Party school.
he
It
is
is.
going to go back to school at the end of this month, and I don't know how I'm going to handle myself. I don't know. I just...
You going to cheat?
No. I love him.
Right.
I've been with real bad guys. And,
Right. So we say you don't know how you're going to handle yourself. You mean you don't know what you're going to do?
I'm really depressed.
This is stalking material.
What?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, It is her boyfriend after all.
But I know but she's known all along he was going back to college. She's going to show up at his doorstep.
You going to show up? Are you scared? Are you accusing him of cheating or anything like that?
Well,
Some hot chicks down at the University of Puget Sound.
I'm not going to go.
I'm picturing like the Gordon's fishermen out there, like a bearded woman smoking a pipe with no mustache and a slicker, going like "arr" and saying like "they be" and stuff like that. Really?
Fisherman's friend on her breath.
How many colleges do we need, by the way? Do we need one over at the Puget Sound? Don't we have enough colleges? You got to run into one every 8 feet? All right. Listen, he's going, and then when's he coming back?
He'll be back for
when the tides are right, or
Christmas?
Christmas break.
Yeah,
Christmas
Tabby,
break.
listen. You got to get a grip on this. It's great that you have a close relationship. It's suspicious that your previous relationships have been so dysfunctional. All of a sudden, you poured everything into this one. Neither is a healthy way to go. You have to be a little more flexible and realize that at your age, people go different directions. They go to college. The relationships aren't supposed to be forever. And yes, you can try to sustain it across these circumstances, but
how much money would someone have to pay to go back to that place emotionally, Drew? That weird, clingy, I'll freak out, I'll die, I can't breathe when you leave. How much, Drew? How much? I'm going to kill him now. Name your price. Write it down.
No price.
I'm not really that clingy, though.
Oh, that was Drew, actually. All right. Well, look. Then if you're not that clingy, he'll be back in
then
mid.
Just enjoy, have a life.
Early December.
Have a life. Focus on your life.
If it's meant to be, it'll be.
That's right. You got to let it go. It's like a bird. And then if the bird comes back. Do birds ever come back, by the way?
No.
Everyone I know has lost a parakeet. It flew off and then come back 4 months later. Hey,
butterflies come back.
I just need to clear my beak, man. I'm back.
Everyone knows that. Butterflies come back.
You set it free, man. And if it comes back, this is the Anima Group, right? Ron Livingston is here. Ron was just staying for the first hour, but now he's got to say just one more break. Just one more break. Because you got to come back. We got to say bye. We got to plug Little Black Book. All right, we'll be right back after this.
All right, guys, here's the deal. You're looking to hook up, sick of wasting time with the wrong person?
Dateline. One call's all you need to make.
Call the Dateline. 877-889-DATE.
Call the Dateline.
Just a classic parable. You know what I mean? They tied it all together at the end where even though they made fun of the Mormons all the way through, by the end you were like, all right, good. That's okay.
Two, one, go.
Hey, everybody. It's the LoveLine. I'm Adam. That's Dr. Drew. Phone number 1-800-LOVE-191. One more break with Ron Livingston, who's in Little Black Book, which is coming out this Friday. And I'm assuming it's a very large release. Yes?
Huge.
Yeah.
Do you have any idea how many screens it's going to hit?
I don't know, but if it's as many as like the buses,
yes,
the bus posters,
gotta be
then it'll be a lot.
2,500 or 3,000.
Yeah, and there's not much out in the romantic comedy department right now, is there? Or am I missing something?
I don't think so.
I saw The Village, by the way.
That?
Village was good, not great, just good. You know, had a twist and a turn.
What, Anderson, you didn't like it?
It was slow.
It was awful.
Well, here's the thing.
The twist was so bad, Adam.
Here's the thing. I didn't see it coming, so if I didn't see it coming, I'll accept it as a decent twist.
But you go from small to big, not like big to small. That was terrible. I felt swindled. I was swindled on the cash.
Swindled? I felt bamboozled. How do you think I felt? I bought the guy I went with the ticket, you know?
I bought the girl I went with the ticket. I was pissed.
Yeah, but you got a BJ. I just got a handy.
Don't go see The Village.
All right, don't go see it. The most here's the thing. It was sort of plotting and slow, and you had to sort of stay with it, and it's not a fast not if you have ADD, don't go see The Village. I didn't think it was that bad. M. Night's done better work. Seems like he's getting a little full of himself, by the way. Always the most distracting part of an M. Night Shyamalan film is him. His when he insists on putting himself in the movie. And somebody said to me, well, Hitchcock would put himself in the movie. Hitchcock would be standing on the corner as they ran past him.
Right.
This guy gives himself big, fat, meaty dialogue roles, and it's like, huh? Who is this guy? What? What's this? What's the Taliban guy doing in the middle of Amish country, huh? What's he doing here? What? Very distracting. Very distracting. This time, it wasn't distracting because of his ethnicity. He was too young for he was playing like some guy's supervisor or something, and he's like 29 and just didn't
He was
see
in the
him.
reflection, though. You didn't even see him.
You didn't even see him, but I remember, here's how I know the guy is a bad actor.
Because you know it's him right when he starts to talk.
No, better yet. I think to myself, boy, the guy who played that part seemed miscast.
Right,
and then
well.
later on when I look at the credits, like I remember the first time I ever saw what the hell's
Sixth
that?
Sense.
Quentin Tarantino, not Reservoir Dogs, but
Pulp Fiction.
Pulp Fiction. I remember Jimmy and I saw a surprise screening of that early screening. I'm like, yeah, everything was good except for that one dude. Wonder who he knew. Oh, that was the guy who wrote and directed the film. All right. But listen, I'm going to do that too one day. Write and direct, put myself in, F up the film.
Please don't.
Too late. All right, so you didn't like The Village at all then, Anderson? It's not on any...
I was swindled.
You were swindled. You had to know. You had to know. I mean, circles sucked. Or signs or whatever the hell it was.
Siggins was good. I didn't mind it. He stuck with it. There was creatures.
Yeah.
There was no creatures.
Yeah, there were an advanced alien civilization that couldn't get their way into a barn after 9 hours.
Yeah, I read the same review.
All right. Oh, well, hold on a second.
I'm a dick, I know.
All right, quiet down. Because one time it's like, whenever I get accused of reading a review, Drew, please jump in.
Adam's never read anything.
Thanks.
You heard somebody talking that had read the same review.
All right, would you please shut your own mic off? And then ram it
Here
through
we
the
go.
trachea, please.
Talking to Linda.
Where
18.
are we?
Gotta love Livingston. Let's go.
Ron is
Let's
staying
roll.
here an extra 20 minutes. Make it a good 20 minutes.
Let's
here.
go. Let's
Break it
be
down.
positive. Yeah. I remember one
Fire
time there was a producer over on the X show that was accusing a guy of sending him negative emails by Adam Carolla. And it's like, that Adam Carolla is sending me these emails filled with hate and vitriol. And it's like, nah, Adam Carolla can't type.
Can't type, can't read.
Thank you. You would defend me in court, right? If anyone said I was sending them negative emails or
I
reading
would say,
reviews.
Your Honor, it's simply impossible. It's just impossible.
It's like accusing
it's
like accusing a walleye of sending a bad email, right? Like it's just impossible. A fish cannot send an email.
Or some guy without legs running down the street. It's like,
Impossible.
No, it doesn't happen. It can't happen.
Can't happen.
Can't run.
Okay, buddy, I get it. I get it. I'm dumb. Linda,
Yeah.
you're 18?
A dumb genius, though.
Diabolical.
Diabolical,
Dumb
dumb
like a
genius.
fox. Go ahead, Linda.
Well, I was just wondering, is it bad that I don't get orgasms after a whole year of, having a sexual relationship with my boyfriend?
You're 18.
Yeah.
Many women don't start having orgasms till well into their 20s. And most, you've heard me say this a million times, most never have orgasm with intercourse. They'll have it only with some sort of direct stimulation like oral sex.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. When you say most, you mean
All.
All
that
a
should
little over
come in
100%.
contact with Adam Carolla.
Yeah. But boy, can he receive pleasure. Linda, does he give you oral sex?
No.
All right. That's a no. And he says here he's 15.
Yeah.
Why you? I mean, an 18-year-old chick with a 15-year-old guy. That's a
weird.
pretty big chasm there. How come?
I don't know.
Well, okay? Here's.
Where was that when I was 15?
But Linda, whose life are
Didn't
you?
exist,
Whose
yeah.
life is Linda leading? By the way, it's like everything's like, huh? Ooh,
Huh?
I don't know. How would I
What?
know? What?
How did you meet this guy?
He's
Trick question, Adam. Too tough.
Okay.
Too tough for her.
Listen,
Too tough.
please, hold on. Attention tards who call this show, please speed up. It's like what it is. I'm picturing it's like they're reading a ticker tape or something, trying to get their next thing. It's like the crawl on the bottom of the CNN. Like, where did I meet him? It's like someone's typing it into a computer. It's on the crawl underneath the screen. Just give the goddamn answer. What are you staring at? Something shiny? What is so distracting, Linda? Answer the questions. What's up? Let's go, baby doll.
How'd you
Get
meet
on
him?
your
Where'd you
feet
meet him?
now. Where'd you meet him?
He's my brother's friend.
All
All right, brother's friend.
Brother's friend.
Watch, Drew,
Got it.
ask me.
Where'd you meet
Brother
him?
friend!
Okay, yeah.
That's how you do it. All right.
How about on your own?
What's that?
Can she have an orgasm by herself?
How dare you ask that question, Ron?
I'm just
That's
curious.
very upsetting.
What?
Linda, go ahead. Can you have an
Ron seems so
orgasm on your own? Ron needs to know for later.
I don't know.
See, like I said, whose life is Linda leading?
I don't know.
It's certainly not Linda's.
Yeah, but I wish someone who was more entertaining and inhabited her body. I really do.
That would be a no. She doesn't.
So no.
And most women don't.
But don't you crawl before you walk?
Most women, it doesn't work. It's not like the male. It's a
Really?
totally different system. And so, men, you can't keep hands off that area. Women, it sort of doesn't like do anything unless there's a relationship.
A lot
involved
of
with it.
women.
A lot. Some are fine with it, and some
Right.
become fine with it.
Right.
But
Most
get
become
fine
more
with it.
comfortable in their own vulva later on in life.
Yes, it's with their own vulva, not in their own.
Oh, with their own vulva. Sorry. Linda? All right. Oh, mercifully, the phone is cut out. Linda?
Yeah.
Okay, baby. Now, he's 15, you're 18. What grade is he in?
He's going to be a junior.
He's a couple years. Is he a couple years ahead? Oh, he's almost 16.
Yeah.
Okay. I can't take it anymore. I don't know what it is. I'd rather just hear my own nasally groan. Okay, here's the thing. Who cares? I'm done talking to you. Don't ever call
Well, there
the
was
show
sort of no question.
Sort of no question, but boy, did she make rock soup out of that question. I mean, she fed the whole goddamn town with that one non-question. Melissa,
Yeah.
you're 18?
Yep.
All right, what's going on, baby? Here we go now.
Well, okay, my friend Kim introduced me to her boyfriend James.
Uh-oh.
And like
And that you named two people
Yeah,
10 seconds into the call,
Yeah,
which
that's-
always sets our bogosity meter
Way high.
to red. Yeah.
Liar, liar, whore, and you know it.
Drew, please let her finish. Go ahead.
okay. And like me and James get along really well.
Smart to use the name again.
Yeah,
Good
we
strategy.
like
Right.
what?
Go ahead.
Okay, and like we talk about like everything, like political subjects and everything. And
I'm sure that's
Love
what
to
the-
be a fly on the wall for that one.
I want to see the thought bubble over his head while he's talking about John Kerry.
Giant vagina. Giant vagina, and then there's like trains going through tunnels and the Washington Monument. You know, it never ends. Just all some rockets taking off on the launch pad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Give
John
my piece a
Kerry.
chance.
Yeah. All right.
And like she keeps telling me things like that she notices that he pays more attention to me when I'm around.
Mm-hmm.
Than her.
Yeah. And he like said he wants to break up with her so he could be with me.
He's told you that.
Huh?
He has told you that.
Yeah. But
All right. Hey, Melissa,
yeah.
you're gonna need to turn your radio down, gooftard.
So James and what was it? Oh, Kim. So they can't listen.
Right. Turn the radio down, or tell them to shut the
your
door.
radio off.
Gooftard, by the way, I like that. Be
It's a good one.
It's a good name. It's a good German name too. That's Gooftard Schultz. That'd be a good German name, Gooftard. All right, so Melissa, let's just say we believe Melissa. So, all right, she has the hots for her girlfriend's boyfriend.
What is your question? And
Yeah.
He has the hots for you. What do you want to do? What's the question?
Well, I would like to hook up with him, but like I don't know how should I tell her?
Well, that's
his job.
That's his job.
No. By the way, Melissa, your plan is to destroy your friend, so you can take her out of the way as a object of affection for this guy. I mean, you think about what you're planning here. This is your good friend. You're planning on ruining her relationship so you can be with some a-hole.
Yeah.
And your desire to tell her or to deal with her is purely so you can sweep her out of the way.
Well, is this truly a good friend of yours or just an acquaintance?
We've been friends for a while, but I wouldn't say she's a true friend.
Yeah, not since the
All
Sky
right,
Show.
do whatever you want. Just don't get pregnant, all right?
Yeah.
You strike me as someone who might not want to use birth control.
Well, that's not true because I'm still a virgin.
Oh, you are?
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Oh, are you planning on having sex with this guy?
You pansy.
No.
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 All right,
I
well-
don't plan because I'm waiting till I get married.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna put the ring on my finger.
You may want to float that one
the guy.
before
Yeah.
he dumps
No,
on
no,
the
no,
friend.
no. Don't tell him. Don't tell him. Then that'll serve him right.
You're right. You're right.
Yeah. See if the political
That'll
discourse
serve him
stays
So
the
rich.
course. Yeah.
Such rich political energy.
Huh?
It'd be like, then I will get on with the thought bubble. Like a pop bubble.
Explosion. No, the same rocket on the pad just sliding down and blowing up like some bad Soviet. Some Soviet
Circa
rocket
70,
that never
yeah.
made it in 1971.
He's voting for Bush.
Everybody down. Yeah. Maria,
Yes.
you're 25.
Yes, sir.
What's up, baby doll?
I just have a question. I have a problem with anger,
Mm-hmm.
and I was just wondering how can I overcome that anger.
Get more specific. What's the
What do you do?
What happens? What's circumstances?
To me, it seems like I'm psychotic when I get to that stage.
Mm-hmm.
It's usually triggered by my boyfriend. He had a not really bad past, but since how can I say this in a very nice way? He had girlfriends before me, right? And
How dare you?
yeah, no kidding. But I was a virgin when I met him, and he was a really nice guy. Blah blah blah. And I thought he hadn't had so many girlfriends before him, and he kind of brought up his past, and I started getting jealous.
Mm-hmm.
And now, whenever he brings up something from the past, he had said, "I'm sorry," by the way, but
Well, now, do you get mad at him or do you get mad at the girls?
at him.
Okay,
Oh,
good.
good, that's good.
That's good. The ones who get mad at the chicks, those are the ones that end up on Springer.
Do you work for Sony? Because
No.
this is the plot of my movie.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yeah. well,
Yeah, well, it gets hold of the little black book.
Oh, I don't. I'm
All right.
not.
Well, so you get by psychotic you mean you get so you can't control your behavior. You get enraged.
No, and afterwards I feel really awful.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Have you? And did you see a lot of this in your family growing up? People hitting and throwing things.
No, actually, no. That was maybe I had when I was
Yeah.
a kid or something, but I don't remember. My father wasn't really there. He was here, and I was back in El Salvador with my mommy and things like that. But
Did anybody
I saw
ever
a lot of violence.
did it? You saw violence.
A lot of it, yes. And in a way, I'm very desensitized.
Right, because of growing up in El Salvador?
Yes.
Did anybody hit you?
Teachers.
Teachers.
Well, they do that over there.
How about parents? Family.
No. Actually, my mother was very protective of us, and my dad couldn't hit us or anything like that.
Oh,
Is there
that's
any
nice.
manic depression in your family?
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you.
Is there manic depression in your family? Bipolar.
I don't think so.
Have you ever
Right.
been evaluated? 'Cause
Oh, let's
she
hold
sounds
on a
little
second.
pressured.
They don't have that in El Salvador. They're too busy like stepping on landmines and thwarting kidnapping
Right.
attempts and violent coups and overthrows to be worrying about with the chemical imbalances.
Like I said,
That's just like, are you
yeah,
kidding?
that stuff goes
Go out
away.
and slaughter a goat. I don't know what you're talking about. And by the way, the teachers got to beat the kids in El Salvador, otherwise the kids wouldn't grow up and beat their kids.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, you got to have that.
Yeah, it's a cultural
Right,
thing.
right.
We cannot judge.
Cannot.
Cannot judge.
No.
All cultures.
They're
They're
all
all the
beautiful.
same. They're all
Exact-
beautiful.
and you
Everything's the
can't
same.
judge. Same.
Everything's the
Same.
same. And if something's wrong with another culture, by the way,
It's not wrong.
well, it's not wrong. But if there is something, genital
Different.
mutilation
Different.
or
That's just
AIDS or
different.
something like
Just
that,
different.
it's different.
How dare you?
If it is wrong, it's our fault.
Of course.
We must have done something.
Yes. Well, you soiled their culture in some
We
way.
did something.
Yeah.
Whatever it is. All right. So now that we know that, then we cannot judge. Go ahead, Maria. So, you're zesty.
No, she's nuts.
She's zesty.
She's nuts.
Okay.
That's how people kill each other. They go into these sort of fugue states where they're enraged and they
Right.
dissociate and they kill.
All right. So what should she do? Go back to El Salvador where she can fit right in? She actually work as a counselor?
School teacher.
School teacher, counselor?
Maria, you might want to see someone about this because whatever you've got to find, if not some sort of technique to de-escalate yourself, maybe sort of develop relationships where you can regulate your feelings a little better, where you really realize that your behaviors have impact and you can sort of take action before you spin into one of these fugue states.
Now, where are the Sandinistas from? Nicaragua or
Yeah.
El Salvador?
Yep.
Who'd you have in El Salvador?
They had a civil war. Different.
Melende.
Yeah. Yeah. What'd you have over there, Maria?
What was it again?
What'd you have over there about 15, 20 years ago?
Who were the
Death
feuding
squads, right?
feuding parties in El Salvador?
Oh,
know, they had the leftists and the guerrilla or whatever, and
well, we
they had
got
the
those.
And the right.
Yeah,
The left and the right.
Hold on. So left, right, in the middle? This is scintillating. What, do they have any good names?
Did they wear bow ties on the right there, too?
Do they have any good names?
It was really, I don't know, to be honest with you.
All right.
I just, I'm glad I'm out of there, though.
Yeah,
good.
Yeah, everybody
Good
is.
times.
But again, beautiful country, beautiful people. Can't judge. Government not made up of the people.
Love the papooses.
That's fantastic. All right, baby doll. Well, look, get some counselors. Got to get some counseling, right?
Yeah, you do, Maria.
All right, all right. You know what you're doing. You're okay. I mean, you're asking the right
She
questions.
may be bipolar too. I mean, that kind of irritability and that kind of that manic, and she's a little pressure to their speech and all this stuff. Sometimes a little chemical help, a little containment, prevent people from hurting each other.
All right, all right. Again, can't. If it's a
How about the
cultural
guy
thing, we
that
can't
killed
judge.
his wife and hit her in a mattress?
Oh,
Guy in
really?
Utah?
What
You hear
happened?
about
I didn't
this?
hear about that.
But by the way, he reminded me of your buddy from Windy City Heat. He had a head injury. He pretended to be a doctor because all of his family was doctors. He had sort of pathological low self-esteem. Really hung out at a convenience store all day. Wife started looking into, he was supposed to be going away to have his national board test and things.
Oh, wasn't really a doctor.
He wasn't anybody. He had a head injury and was sort of unable to function. And she was with him.
Well, how'd she marry the guy and think he was a doctor?
Crazy, isn't it?
Wow. Yeah.
And then just kills him in a rage when she starts realizing that the guy's been lying.
So he
kills her.
He kills her. Oh, really? And then puts her in a mattress?
Hides her in a mattress. And
That's the
throws
crazy
her
part.
away.
And where and then they find is it the landfill one or is that something else?
I think it's the landfill one.
Oh,
Same one.
He said that was in Utah or something.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was out here.
No, it's Utah.
Oh, all right.
And but it reminded me of your buddy. What's the guy's name from Windy City Heat?
I don't know, Drew. Why?
Because it reminded me of that kind of not reading social cues and having trouble with empathy. That's when they guys spin out. That's where they go.
Okay, Drew. We'll keep that in mind. Great radio. All right, where are we, Drew?
Line 4.
Line 4? All right, Ron, you're this close to out of here. Alyssa,
Hi.
you're 16?
Yeah. First of all, before I state my
hold on
problem-
a second. Okay, forget it. Go ahead.
Sorry.
Okay. I just want to say, Dr. Drew, your opera voice is amazing, and I really like opera. So.
Oh, cool. Thank you.
I thought yours was good. So. But anyways, my problem is only older guys hit on me and want to ask me out and stuff. And I know that doesn't really sound like a problem, but no younger guys at all want to go out with me. I haven't even held a guy's hand, and I'm 16. So I don't dress like a slut or anything. But what did you say?
How old are the guys that hit on you?
Anywhere from college age all the way up to 40.
Do you look a lot older?
I don't think I look that old.
Do you
but
dress provocatively?
No, actually, I go to a private school, so I.
Are you in situations frequently where you're around older people?
Well, I mean, just around the mall and when I'm hanging out with my friends.
Is it possible you're just dealing with the sort of normal chaos that
Every hottie 16-year-old gets hit on.
Right.
And did she give us an age?
I'm sorry, what?
She said college to 40.
College to 40. All right, well, 40's getting a little up there, but every
More 40 than college, though. More the older ones than the younger ones.
Huh? Isn't that interesting?
What are you doing Friday?
Were you victimized growing up?
No, not at all.
Okay.
All right. So you're healthy. Yeah, you're hot. Whatever.
I've never had a boyfriend ever.
Do you look?
Not even
Are you
once.
very sophisticated looking? You know what I mean? Might you?
Probably.
Yeah, maybe she's attracted to older
Indubitably.
guys.
Hey, well, you say sophisticated looking, it means
Older.
affable. Yeah.
No, but
legal.
You go to an all-girls school?
No, but a guy in his 30s might misread some of the cues. Might think, oh, it's a sophisticated college age. Which,
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
So should I try and look younger or?
Yeah.
act younger?
Go with the pigtails and the huge lollipop. Then you'll attract a real quality breed of cat. Then.
Just keep your.
I like
keep
that
your,
novelty lollipop.
I feel like I've got a lot to offer, and I don't know. I just would really like to experience a relationship like that.
Yeah. Good.
All right.
Just-
Wait a
just-
minute. Yeah, you're fine, by the way.
Yeah,
but
you're
I
great.
want to get back to Ron's question. Is it all girls' school?
No,
No.
there's really hot guys there, and
There
I
are.
don't know. I don't even think I'm attractive. I don't know. I don't know if it's if I'm.
All right,
just-
hold on a second. Now they got dudes I don't want to burst any bubbles here, but if you're going to high school and you're a 16-year-old chick and you're just sort of eager for the fray and good to go, and nobody's asking you out,
Yeah.
well, something's up, and
Yeah, what
it's
does that
probably
mean?
not a good thing. I don't know what it is, but
then why would the 34-year-old guys been coming after her?
Because they're willing to trade certain things for youth. Remember we had that conversation, Drew? Yeah. Yeah, a little fresh meat. Doesn't matter if it's good meat, just fresh. You know what I mean? We've been living off of pemmican.
But what?
We've been living off stuff that's been like salted and dried out on the line, salmon, dried salmon and stuff, just a little fresh, even if it's just some wild game, just it's fresh, you know what I mean?
Why would she, though, be getting
squirrel meat, but it's fresh. Why more than
just
her got hit by an SUV.
Why more than her peers? You know what I mean? If she's hanging out with a bunch of girls, why would she be the one that gets the...
Hanging around my younger friend, my friends that are my age and stuff.
All right. Well,
it doesn't happen to them.
Do you look like the nanny or something, hanging out with the younger kids, or?
Excuse me, what?
Are you attractive? Let's just cut to the chase.
Well, a gay guy asked if I was a model, so
guy.
I don't know if that means. I guess I am.
Confusing.
This whole thing, the score is
not up. Let's try to figure this out. How tall are you?
I'm
gay guys know models.
5'7" 3/4".
5'7" 3/4".
Yeah.
I heard you were 5'7" 13/16", so you're selling yourself short.
And your weight?
My weight is 131, so I'm a little overweight.
Almost 5'8", 131.
I'm trying to cut back, so I'm not eating as much. So.
Right. Cup size?
A B.
B. All right. That's fine. That's fine. Anything we need to know about, like wandering eye, cleft palate, hook nose?
No, I've got dark brown hair and dark eyes.
Dark eyes. Everything cool?
No acne.
Everything good? Skin's good?
Yeah.
All right. Well, no reason why some guys aren't going to start hitting on you any second.
Anything
at
funny
school.
about your school? Is it like, is it super academically inclined, full of nerds that don't know how to?
A lot of like Asian kids that play the harp and stuff, or
people at my school.
What about like
on the nerds too? It's mixed.
What about like on the girls' choice thing at the skating rink or the Sadie Hawkins dance? When you ask the guys out, do you get a lot of no's?
Well, I don't know. It's really hard for me to ask guys out. Like I'd rather.
Well, get good at that. Get used to that. Take control of things.
Yeah, jump
Break
in.
it down.
Yeah, let's
but then
go.
I feel they'll just get bored. Like at first they'll be flattered, then they'll be bored.
No. Start with the shy kids.
Here's
Start
the
with
deal.
the shy
Men,
kids in the corner. They'll love you.
Here's what you got to know about men. They are lazy. And if you do their work for them, they're extra super happy.
Watch how lazy guys are. Well, we got to say bye to Ron.
Bye, guys.
Ron, Liv, Little. I'm just going to call it LBB.
There you
is
go.
the name of his book coming out. I mean, movie. It's coming out.
Movie's too big a word. Just stay with book.
Think like Fry. The Fry. Yeah. Theater near in your own. Sometimes I don't use the beginning letters. I get the end one like town. I always say own. All right. Ron, God bless you. Thanks for coming by. Always a delight. Come
Always
back anytime. You got some new movies coming up here, I see. Please come out and plug away when those hit the theaters. We'll take a quick break. We'll be right back.
If you need help,
Call LoveLine. 1-800-LOVE-191.
Hey, everybody, it's Loveline. I'm Adam. That's Dr. Drew. Phone number 1-800-LOVE-191. Ron Livingston has left the building. Little Black Book, name of the movie, coming out this Friday. Always good to see Ron. All right, back to the phones we go, and we'll speak to Nigel, who's 23. Nigel?
Yes, sir.
What's up?
Hey, I'm married and away from my wife a lot. I was wondering if there's something that would slow down the male libido.
Male libido.
Bullet in the head?
Yeah, that's the only thing that'll
works.
really slow it down. But
What about saltpeter, Drew?
Yeah, I don't really know what. Remember we had Tony Bennett on here who was saying that's what they used to give routinely?
In the service?
I didn't know what he was talking about. I don't know what that is even. But
What do you mean? First off, I brought it up. And
he started talking about it, right?
Right. Yeah,
I don't know what it is.
You're a doctor,
I don't know what
Drew.
they're referring to in this. It could be anything. I don't know what the hell they're talking about.
It's a substance.
I just don't know what it is. I don't know what the name refers to. I look up the web. At the commercial break.
Chris.
Saltpeter.
Yeah. Sorry. Look up saltpeter.
Saltpeter?
Have you heard of saltpeter?
Yes, I have.
No, I know you have.
Well, anyway, what occurs to me...
I know you have. I just
Saltpeter? No.
Hold on a second. No. That's a junior college education.
I know.
Kicking
I
it.
know. You're worrying about your course load for next year. I think I know what we got to focus on here.
Yeah. I rented Course Load over the weekend, by the way. It's a strong film.
COARSE.
Course Load. Yeah. Course. Little dermabrasion. Course Load.
Oh, my.
All right. That'd be a good name. A good college. Good college porn. Course Load. All right. So listen, Nigel. By the way, it says you're in the Army.
Yes, sir.
You gotta be the only guy in the United States Army named Nigel.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah.
Get on your knees,
There's
scumbag.
probably more Seths than there is Nigels.
He must be a corporal or something. I mean, like a.
What are you? What do you do in the Army?
I'm infantry.
Infantry. And how come you're not in Iraq?
I'm going in 2 months.
Oh, you are? Well,
good news, Adam. That's good.
news.
Thankfully.
Yeah. Well, the
thankfully, it's going over.
Smell of burning flesh will probably kill a little of the wood. But what about it,
I think
Engineer
I
Chris?
think-
You see
and
any
Nigel-
saltpeter?
It's a place to exchange ideas, recipes.
No, that's not what we're thinking.
He never disappoints, this kid.
Let me go over there. But Nigel, here's the deal. I think of things like serotonin reuptake inhibitors, Prozac, Zoloft. Those kinds of drugs will kill your libido pretty good.
Yeah.
So that's one thing. And
Well, listen.
Can they masturbate when they're in the?
If you got to break off a piece of that fine Iraqi tail for yourself, I mean, so be it.
I would never cheat on my wife.
Beautiful, beautiful women running around there. Drew's getting on the. I'm telling you, I'm going to look into this saltpeter over here. Dr. Drew claims to be a doctor.
Sodium nitrate, a natural white crystal compound used in rocket propellants.
Yeah.
And the manufacture of.
All right.
Explosive.
Yeah. They do use saltpeter in
Listen
that.
to this.
Yeah.
In the past, it was put in military rations to keep
Mike.
soldiers from. You can't turn this up. In the
Wait a minute. What's that have to do with the recipe exchange?
In the past, saltpeter was put in military rations to keep soldiers from being interested in sex. What? To ensure celibacy. I mean, what could it sodium nitrate? What could it possibly do?
Well, maybe it's a wives' tale. They used to use it in prisons too, I think.
Really?
Put some saltpeter in the food. It's funny it's got the word Peter in it. Maybe that's where Peter got used.
Desperate women have been known to feed their husbands saltpeter to keep them from straying. However, this practice is not recommended.
Oh.
That's nice.
Underline that.
But
what about the gazpacho recipe that's down a couple of boxes? Chris was interested in.
Well, let me get to that back again.
All right.
Hold on.
So where do you get the saltpeter?
Here we go.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to the gazpacho recipe.
Oh, please. Where do you get the saltpeter? Is there any way you can get that? And
Well-
when do you think the military stopped putting that in the food? Because I don't think it was something from the Civil War times.
It says you can find it in large drugstores, patent medicine sections, along with glycerin, calamine.
All right.
Get it at meat markets or chemistry supply shops.
Nigel.
But I wouldn't. I don't know what this is. Not in a million years would I recommend doing
It's like
that.
salt. Come on.
Yeah, but how do you know what's the? What's up?
You give yourself. You just mix it in with your rations. Try this. All right, Nigel. I'm telling you, look into this saltpeter.
Look into the saltpeter. Okay.
Yeah, that'll keep you on the straight and narrow. And by the way, well, so what are you going to do over there in Iraq? I mean, there's nothing to do. How can you cheat?
Well, it's not that. It's like I don't see her. I see her on the weekends.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes she's not in the mood, and I don't want to push her because.
She's not in the mood, but you only see her on the weekends.
Yeah.
How's your relationship going?
Yeah, what's up with that?
She lives in Oregon and I live in Washington.
But how's the relationship going when you are home?
It's great. We talk every night for a couple hours at least.
Couple hours?
You guys have kids?
No, we don't have kids yet.
How come she can't sort of help you out? You know what I mean? I've always find that kind of peculiar. How is she young?
Yeah, she is.
Because sometimes women don't really appreciate how men's biology works.
No, but what do you mean help him
Like
out?
be empathic of
No,
how
women don't do that. And
eventually they do break them down. Eventually,
as a society, Drew, as a man of exquisite passion, probably just has like a glory hole in this bedroom. His wife had hooked up to a shop vac many years ago. Here, Yeah, you just drop your pants and dance. I'll hook myself into the mechanized glory hole, and oh, don't worry, this will all be a memory in just a few minutes. But
and by the way, thank you.
Let me keep dancing. No talking. All right. That's the creepy. All right, so let me say this, Drew.
Yeah.
We as a society have gone from here. You want to run back to this microphone, or you still want to look up saltpeter? We as a society have gone from the 50s and before, where we said, ladies, you have to please your man.
Yeah, you have to. What do they used to call it? Take care of your husband.
Take care of your husband. He's a man. He has
wifely
needs.
duties. Yeah.
Yeah. It's not just about getting in the kitchen and rattling a few pots and pans. He's a man. He has urges. You don't want him to stray. You have to take care of his.
Well, I'm not sure it was about straying so much. It's just that it was
implied.
part of the whole relationship.
All right, part of the whole thing. Yeah. Now that went to this sort of effed up 60s and 70s where you don't owe him anything.
Right.
You're not an object.
Right.
You're not there to please him. You're not a sex toy. You don't. Well, here's the reality. Somewhere in between, which is guys' cadence might be once a night. Your cadence may be 3 times a month. Once you blow a little steam off the pressure cooker every few days so the pot doesn't explode and you don't get the beans on the ceiling. Yes?
Yes, but I think the fact is, though, it's more that just appreciating what, it's sort of like what he needs in a relationship. And a guy needs that in a relationship. And one of the myths, not myths, one of the things people don't know about, say, lesbian relationships is after about 6 months, often the sex dies out.
Oh, yeah.
Because women don't need that so much. They need the cuddling and stuff. And guys need to be appreciative of that, too.
Mm-hmm.
They need to be very careful to,
With the lesbos?
No, they don't need lesbians. They need to be appreciative of women's needs in the relationship. And I think that's the bottom line. It's about what is real for the two individuals in the relationship. What do they need? And to be able to appreciate one another's needs and to deliver that and want to deliver that for them because you want them to be happy.
Right. We have beaten into women's heads over the last few years that if you ever have sex with your guy in a situation where it's less than optimal for you, like maybe you're not really in the mood, but you're just going to do it anyway, then somehow you've just become an object to him.
You're receptive.
Now, meanwhile, it's okay to have sex with a guy at a party when you're loaded and you've never met him before. That part we haven't done a very good job of educating women with. Somehow that's okay. You can take on him and 3 of his buddies when you've had a few wine coolers at the frat party. No big deal with that. But once you marry the guy, you only have sex when you're good and ready, and don't ever let anybody ever tell you. It's like, no, listen, you're married. Marriage is all about doing crap you don't want to do 3/4 of the time.
On behalf of the other person.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I agree that, sexuality, Drew, stop that. Sexuality is different than, breaking down the chores of the house. But it falls on a heading of doing something you might not necessarily want to do because your partner would like you to do it at this time. And in certain ways, it's not much different than letting him pick the movie every once in a while.
You could be creative and
you could just hold still and
enthusiastic
finish.
about it, and then thus you have the shop vac and things like that.
Finish him off. Yeah, that's right. Jamie, Drew got bored halfway into the conversation and just started playing like a kitten with a marks a lot. Go ahead.
Okay. I was calling because I'm 22. I've been married for 4 years.
Mm-hmm.
I have 2 children.
Mm-hmm.
And me and my husband have been trying to kind of spice up our sex life a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
And he has this thing about anal sex.
Mm-hmm. Now, for Drew, that's a smaller glory hole. Same piece of plywood, slightly smaller circumference on the hole. Yes, Drew?
Superfluous.
Okay.
It's just a knot hole and a good piece of wood.
Drew, I've been trying to penetrate it for years now. That's right. It's the whole. What is to Wile E. Coyote what the train tunnel is to Wile E. Coyote.
Painted on.
Painted on. Glory hole. Go ahead, Jamie. But then the next guy blows right through it.
Right for him, it's a tunnel.
That's right. All right, Jamie. So you guys want some anal? He wants some anal. Mm-hmm.
Well, we've done it before. Okay. Well, lately we've been doing it a little more often, but it seems like every time. Like we're like in the middle of having just, straight intercourse, all of a sudden I get this urge to want to do it that way.
The
and
anal
then afterwards,
Why don't you ask to switch?
Huh?
Why don't you ask him to?
Well, we do.
All right.
And then after we're done doing it like that, just all of a sudden I get this feeling like I'm dirty. You know what I mean? Like slutty feeling.
But that must be what you're looking for.
Yeah.
Maybe you're looking for that feeling.
Yeah.
Some people
You think so?
Well, you got to understand that some people, the way they're put together psychologically, they kind of keep a piece of themselves separated from their day in, day out self, let's say. They kind of have a bad self or a dirty self. And that's what makes one of the things that makes people cheat is they want to feel whole. And so in order to connect with the bad self, they got to go be a bad person with a bad person. And just by engaging in this sort of bad activity with your husband, it's your husband, right?
Yeah.
Boyfriend?
Yeah.
Husband. You sort of connect with all that. Now, it's not particularly healthy because you're still not totally integrated. But on the other hand, at least you're doing it with him and not with somebody else. And you can trust him and you can sort of experience that part of yourself and examine it a little bit. And,
Right.
and there you go.
Well,
Okay, but is it like a natural thing? So like
listen,
afterwards, you know, like
Jamie.
you're done doing it And you look at him and you think to yourself, I can't believe I just let you do that. That is, just wrong.
Well, maybe
Jamie.
you're looking for a reason to be disgusted with him, which is different. That's a different thing than being disgusted
She
with
is
yourself.
calling from Bakersfield. What's he do? Drive a truck or is he?
He is a roofer.
Oh,
mopper.
Huh?
What's he doing? Is he shingling? Is he hot mopping? What's he doing?
No, he does like wood shake shingles. He does complete re-roofs.
Ah,
so his
Yeah,
business.
He's a big guy. He's a boxer. He does like
Ooh.
California's toughest competitions.
Wow. So there's anal rape, roofing, boxing. This guy's a renaissance man. All right. All right. Well, at least he's working with a wood shingle, which, by the way, outlawed out here.
Yeah.
You got to worry about them fires out in this part of the
So
country.
if you need your roof redone, I know someone.
All right. We'll bring them out. Bakersfield, they're actually hoping the place burns down.
That's what they do all with wood.
The town father's been praying the place burns down for the last 70 years.
Well, it's so hot there. Sometimes the roofs just combust. They just turn and catch on fire.
Oh, you'll be roofing in Bakersfield is, by the way, the threat that your high school counselor yells when you tell him to blow you in the 11th grade.
You'll see. You'll be roofing in Bakersfield.
Dude, are you guys trying to bag on Bakersfield?
Yeah, we are.
I mean, I know this place sucks really bad.
Oh, it's
okay.
horrible.
All right,
It's horrible.
By the way.
All right. Well, listen, Jamie, what you're doing is fine. You sound okay. You're having a good relationship. God bless you. You're married. You have 2 kids. You're staying together.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
So it's all normal.
It's all normal.
Well,
that's you.
It's okay.
And listen, most women have a component of their sexuality that's sort of naughty, dirty. Wonder if Dad knew what I was doing, he would disapprove. That's fine. Whatever floats your boat, baby doll. You're doing good. Don't worry about it.
Good times.
We'll take a quick break. We'll be right back.
LoveLine.
LoveLine.
We'll be right back.
You know, Drew, smelling good is more than a smell. It's an attitude.
That's true, Adam.
It is?
Yeah. I know how to get that attitude, too.
How, pray
With
tell?
Axe do.
Three, 2, 1, and go.
Hey, everybody. LoveLine. I'm Adam. That's Dr. Drew. Let's get back to the phones. Let's get it on, Drew. You ready to get it on?
Yeah,
Drew
dude.
almost clapped.
Nah, don't have. I'm too lazy.
Let's get it on. You ready to get it on?
Yeah.
Let's get it on. Kat,
Hi.
you're 20. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
What's up?
What can we do for you tonight?
Just seeking your opinion on something.
All right. Shoot.
Watch out for brake lights.
My boyfriend and I, we go to 2 different schools in 2 different cities. And we've been doing this long-distance relationship for 2 years.
Just to put it in focus, where do you live and where does he live?
He lives in LA. He goes to UCLA, and I go to UC Santa Cruz.
Santa Cruz, LA. All right.
All right.
6 hours apart.
How long you guys been going out?
2 years.
Mm-hmm.
All right. What's the question?
And I'm thinking that next year it would be really, really ideal if we would live together.
Mm-hmm.
Because he's about to be finished.
You want to get married, right?
We want to get married.
No,
yeah.
no. You want to get married.
Yes.
Okay. Are you sure what his plans are, what he wants to do?
Yes. We talked about it so much.
But stop with we. What does he want to do?
He wants to get married, too.
He wants to get married.
All right.
His life plan is get married in his early 20s.
Oh, Drew.
No,
He
I'm
wants
just
to get married.
No, it's not his plan.
Actually, we're planning on getting married when our careers have developed.
Right.
Yeah, that's his plan.
Well, look,
hold on
hold on a second, Drew. This guy goes to UCLA. He's not some fresh buck from the valley who's looking to dip his wick in every piece of warm wax he runs into. He's just like he's a studious guy, right?
This is a guy. This is a guy who's been deferring gratification for many years, and is going to want to see who he is when he gets into his career status.
It's getting cathartic now. No, okay. What? First off, what's his nationality? What's his field of study?
Well, he's Salvadorian American.
Aha.
He's in biochemistry.
Oh, yeah.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah, senior nerd.
So, Kat, you would want to...
hold on a second.
She wants to get married now.
You decided he didn't want to get married or live with her 8 seconds into the call. She keeps telling you, no, he wants to do it, but you don't want to be wrong because you decided very early into the call this is not going to work.
No, she keeps saying we, and I keep saying,
she's saying, she's saying, well, you're saying what's his opinion,
right.
and she's saying, well, we spoke about this the other, and you're, what is this we stuff? I'm asking about him.
Right.
Please, this guy.
Go ahead,
he's a college student. Well, I know you're angry now, but he seems to be in love with Kat. He does want to live with you or not?
He does. He really does.
Then what's the problem, if any?
The thing is, I'm Thai, and my mother.
You're Thai.
Yes.
Kid's gonna come out looking like a Rubik's cube. 9 different colors.
Picasso painting.
That's
I
right.
don't look Asian. Yeah.
Kid's gonna come out looking like a parrot. All right.
Yeah.
All right. So you're Thai, right?
Right.
But by the way, the only Thai at UC Santa Cruz is Thai stick. That's that's all. That's their only. That's their only association with Thailand. But go ahead.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
the only thing, a Thai girl, we're not supposed to live with our boyfriends. We're just supposed to be with them and then get married.
Yeah.
Living
All right.
together before we get married is out of the question.
All right. Well, let
I
me.
already talked it over with
right.
my dad, and he says no, absolutely no.
Yeah.
But I feel like he's offending me. Like he's underestimating me. But then I understand he's also being a father.
Okay. Let me explain something to all of the crazy nationalities who moved to this great country of ours. I haven't given this speech in a while. I know you want to have your days, you want to wave your flags, you want to have your marches, you want the DMV pamphlets printed in your native tongue. Let me just say something.
Yeah.
You are here because, at least in your estimation, your country had room for improvement. Some might go as far as to say a dump, but most of you are in this country because in your country you have oppression, you don't have freedom of the press, you don't have safe streets, politicians and police are corrupt, women are oppressed, your vote counts for nothing, sewage runs raw in the river. Do I need to go on? Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Months worth of work is equivalent to a day's pay over here. That's your country. You come to our country because we ain't that. We may not be great, but we ain't the asshole that you came from. So adopt our policies. And when it comes to shacking up, we're number 1 in the world. So go ahead and shack up and do it because you're living in the greatest country in the world. All right.
Be
and
careful,
Drew,
Kat.
Quiet down. What do you care? He's into her. They want to live together. All right. Drew's wrong. Here's what you get when Drew's wrong. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see.
We'll see. We will indeed.
What's wrong with you, Drew? What's wrong with this? What's wrong? Don't give me we'll see. What's wrong?
She is hell-bent on marrying this guy. There's not a marriage at 20 in this situation that lasts.
He's graduating. They want to live together. They don't want to get married for a while.
Okay, that's
Dr. Drew is right.
All right. He doesn't know anything. All right. Good night.
All right, guys, here's the deal. You looking to hook up? Sick of wasting time with the wrong person?
One call's all you need to make.
Call the date line.
All right, that's the show. Drew's gotten under my skin tonight. Clearly, he's trying it, but you know what? He starts up, and then he wants he's eager for the fray. All right, my mic has come off. It's drafting arm here. So we'll take a little extended break. I want to thank Ron Livingston for coming out. Little Black Book, name it. X Books, X Games athletes coming in here tomorrow night out in Los Angeles this year. So until next time, it's Adam Carolla for Dr. Drew saying mahalo.
Whatever.
This has been LoveLine. LoveLine.
The opinions expressed on this show are not necessarily those of the staff, management, sponsors, or this station. The producer for LoveLine is Annie Gould. LoveLine is a presentation of Westwood One Entertainment.